number. You'll get on the streets. Yeah.
So
Then accept it. But right now, your mother is wild. You're trying to find closure. You want to just like yes or no. Is the door closed or open or like what's
yeah,
the
and her
result?
problem was the public forum part of it, to which I told her that was just an idea. I didn't say it had to be on here. I had text messages saying that I literally was like, hey, we can do it on there. That would be cool.
Got receipts.
Or we could just go get lunch or do whatever. I even then in that same text message was like, if there's any topics, like think about it. She was like, oh, I won't be down to the valley for like a month or 2 months or whatever. And I was like, cool. That was when I was going to fucking Missouri in August. So,
Right.
so I was like, yeah, no big deal. I'm going to be leaving anyways. But, you know, just think about the opportunity to do that. And if you want to do that and write down some topics that you maybe won't want to get brought up as a thing of respect as an interviewer.
Yeah.
You should, you know, be able to have people say like, hey, let's not talk about that shit because I don't want to. Cool.
Yeah.
So I offered all those things. So now she's trying to make it like some con artist fucking trap.
Yeah, you're just trying to corner her and get some fucking...
Yeah, like, dude, what the fuck? So I was like, yeah, I brought up the money thing of making this space to show you that, like, there's an element of passion to doing this. I'm not making any fucking money off of this. Like, this is just a cool thing that me and you had together in common anyway. So I'm like, let's make a space to do it. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's probably other people that could benefit from this shit. Record it, put it on there, try to help somebody out who's going through the same shit, make them feel fucking normal for having all this shit happen to them. Right? So whatever. So we I talked about that and basically there was no every fucking text message I sent, I covered whatever her fucking problems were with whatever I was doing or perceived problems. Cool. And then ask questions of my own. I get none answered back, and then more questions or telling me how I'm shitty.
And another thing.
It was fucking insane, dude. But at one point, I just told her, like, hey, I'm not trying to, like, corner you into, like, proving you're a shitty person or, like, I really want, I want an adult perspective from an adult who was an adult at the time. I'm like, there's a lot of things that happen in life when you're a kid that you can't receive through the lens of an adult. You're receiving it through the lens of a child.
Right.
So maybe there's some things that would help me understand some things. And I'm like, this isn't only you. Right. I would love to have these conversations with my dad too, but last I fucking heard of him, he's in Section 8 government housing in Oakland, California, and was addicted to pills from the time I was in 6th grade.
Yeah. So
probably not a lot I'm going to gain from that.
Right.
If it's this hard to get it from you, what the fuck am I going to get from him? So the whole thing was a fucking mess.
What's crazy is that this is also a month out. Like, you would think, like, oh, I can get it if she's, like, in the heat of the emotional reaction.
Yeah.
But, like, you've had time to process and you're still, like, gripping that emotion.
Yeah. And at one point, she's like, if all you're trying to do is... If all you're trying to do is fill some gaps in your memory, why don't you just ask your brother and sister? That was a fucking response I got.
Wow.
From my mother, who was been the mother at the time. Go get that information from another child at the time.
Yeah, not the source.
What is that going to do for me? Dude, it was fucking bizarre. And then...
It's really unfortunate.
Conveniently... Just like she did on the message on the fucking YouTube channel. Unrelated to anything we were talking about, and in a separate message like, oh yeah, I forgot, and then typed one more right after she replied. It said, you have pushed away all of your family members and your friends from high school. End of fucking text.
Podcast with friend from high school.
Dude, it is fucking... I'm like, I don't even know what that has to do with anything. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll play your game. And I went back in my phone, and in the last 5 months of text messages with all three of my fucking brothers I had over 7 examples of times when I either hung out with them, took them to the lake on my boat, had a fire night at their house, had a fire night at our house, hung out with them before he went and moved to Florida.
But you know none of that matters.
I fucking worked out with them 3 times in the fucking garage. I planned a fucking dune trip with them.
It doesn't matter. Your receipts mean nothing.
Dude, it was fucking nuts. I sent all this shit. I screenshotted every one of those. I'm like, here's 7 fucking examples about how I didn't alienate myself from the fucking family or anything else that you're proposing. And I was like, so please let me know how I've done that, because here's proof that I don't do that.
How are you going to sneak away from accountability now?
Yeah, that went about 4 hours of no text back. And I was like, oh, whoa, convenient.
She's like, what else?
So then I just gave her some fucking big ass spiel about something that I personally have just learned. Of fucking all people, Cat Williams, dude, was doing a podcast.
He's a weird spiritual wise guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know whatever you want to call it. I think he called it living in the light, right? Doing everything from the light. And as someone who has not like fully committed to this religious process yet, I just had to determine that as just like the truth, right? Living in truth.
It's synonymous.
Yeah. If all you fucking care about is telling the truth, you really don't have to worry about anything.
Nope.
You don't have to hold on to shit. You don't got to remember stuff other than just what happened. You don't have to remember when you start lying. Now you got to remember the lie. So if somebody asks you later, you got to back it up with another fucking lie.
You have to reboot the story.
Yeah, dude, it's like, fuck, I can't handle all that. It's stressful as shit.
Yeah.
So I don't do that.
Right.
Just fucking tell the truth, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hilarious, and so I'm explaining this to her of like, hey, whenever you're ready to fucking take accountability and start living in the light and letting the shit go in the past, you can stop being a fucking prisoner to all the horrible stuff that you think you've done, because that's the only reason you wouldn't want to talk about something, the only reason you wouldn't want to converse in public, the only reason you wouldn't want to do any of that shit is because you need to shatter your fucking image. And you haven't done that for yourself yet. So I gave her a whole spiel about fucking dissolving ego and told her that she should go down to Mexico for an Ibogaine retreat. And like, you fucking need it, dude. You need it bad. You can't take accountability for anything, even to your kid who straight up said, I don't want to blame you for anything. The blame's already there. You already did it. I know what you did. I'd just like to go into it a little bit and help myself understand the context in which those things were happening in my life, so that I can make inferences or dissolve some things about myself that I think about myself.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of that shit that I just like to know.
You're really fighting for closure.
Yeah.
And did you get anything like that?
I got told I'm a piece of shit and I abandoned my friends and family.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
it just ended, dude. I was like, I'm fucking done. I've already shed one narcissist out of my life this year, and all of my fucking lingering weird ass health problems that were getting worse, they all disappeared. All at once. And I was like, I fucking learned in that process how to feel my, not emotional state, my what do you call that? Your system,
your nervous system?
Nervous system. I have, in that process, have figured out how to feel what my nervous system is fucking telling me. We all get those feelings where you get that flutter real fast, and then you can feel your heart beating in your entire fucking body, and you're like, oh, this is weird. What is this? And then you just, whatever. Dude, it's fucking there, but you never think about it.
Just
until you've had to think about it.
Right.
And so now every time I get it, I'm like, dude, there's a reason I'm getting this. What is this about?
Mm-hmm.
I was in that the whole fucking day, texting her back and forth.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're a fucking nightmare.
So
you're the same thing I was trying to get rid of. So I fucking told her all that, dude. I'm like, you're a fucking narcissist. You won't take any accountability for anything. You're scared of public confrontation because you know you're a fucking liar about all this shit. But I'm like, you know what the good thing is about living in the fucking light and living in the truth? Is that, like you said, I got fucking receipts for all of my behavior. So when someone tries to fucking run off on a smear campaign and shit talk you and tell you you're a bad person, I got ass loads of data that say the other thing. So fuck you. I'm done. This shit is no longer good for my life. Don't fucking text me anymore. This is our last correspondence. Don't fucking reach out to my family. Nothing. Bye. Fucking doom. Sent it. Block the fucking number. You're done.
Mhm.
Toxic fucking ass is out of my life. Done with it. And that's going to fuck nobody but herself. You fucking get old and wish you had people to fucking help you out and move you into the house because you're decrepit. No. Fuck you. You fucked me over the whole time. And when I try to reconnect, go out of my way and be genuine, I still can't get shit. You're never going to fucking change. It's done.
Mhm.
So that's what she has to live with now. And I'm feeling free already.
Good. I think an important takeaway here is that, sometimes we can, with mutual understanding and respect, aiming at the same thing, find closure in other people, but the vast majority of the time it's something that we gotta figure out ourselves, because most of the time people are gonna leave you out to dry.
And I've known that, right? I've known that for a long time. I've done everything myself. Fuck it. I'll get it done. Whatever.
But you had this, it sucks because I think were led down this path to believe that, I'm changing, people can change, she's changing.
That's the fucking killer.
Maybe things can be okay. It's
that's the kicker, because that's another trait of narcissists, is to mirror whatever you are.
Yeah.
They don't know who the fuck they are. And you know what's hilarious, dude? When I think about it, my brother used to call that shit out when he was 12.
Yeah.
I would go to my dad's house for a week or a weekend or whatever the fuck it was, and I would come back and be talking to my brother, yeah, mom's dating a new guy, and she's completely different now. A child.
Yeah.
A fucking child would say that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? What do you mean? He's like, you'll see.
Yeah.
And it was all the shit she was doing, she just stopped doing. It was whatever he wanted to do. All the same shit. And that is a huge narcissist trait, because they don't like you. Mm-hmm. They want to be you.
Well, I wouldn't even, yes to what you're saying, but also, my dad was a little bit like that too. And I've met lots of people like that. It's not strictly narcissists. It's more people who they are is kind of an unknown to them,
Right. So they try to take your traits.
They try to.
You have things that they think are great, and they can't do it on their own, so they'll drain it from you. They'll try to extract them from you.
Mm-hmm. And if it's not that, it's approval seeking. It's
there's a lot of behaviors.
It's a lot of insecurity that just.
But that's one of them for sure. That is a huge narcissistic one, because they try to just get you on the same wavelength. Mm-hmm. Oh, I do. Oh, I like that too. Oh, yeah, same.
The intent is quite different.
I hadn't talked to her in years, and then I just fucking dreading it. I got all this shit going on with my body, all this health stuff. I need to just know my fucking medical history. I don't even know that about my family.
Yeah.
Let me send her a text. So she called, and we ended up being on the phone about the shit for 3 hours. Mm-hmm. And she was talking about things that had happened on a trip when we were out in California. And we got to talking about that. And she was taking responsibility for it, and then made a whole thing of hey, I was going through this, this, and this. And when you guys were going to leave me with the kids and run to go get tattoos for a couple hours, it just triggered something in me that was like everyone was leaving me. And I fucking freaked out. And I'm like, wow, I'm glad you can say that and talk about it. Holy shit, this is the big deal.
That's progress. Yeah.
And then we got into some other stuff, and I didn't apologize for doing it. I just kind of clarified, hey, the reason I haven't had any contact with you is because you weren't good for my family.
Yeah.
I didn't want you around my children because it was weird for them. Mm-hmm. So you weren't. And she's like, I totally get it. I totally get that. All this shit, agreeing with me. I'm like, holy fuck, dude, we can take accountability now. Everything's getting back to good. We can have normal conversations, and you can admit that you had things going on, and that was why you did what you did, but you're at least admitting you did it. Mm-hmm. Fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, that's half the battle. That's when I started the pursuit of man, we should really talk about some other shit. Oh, no. No way. In these fucking text messages back and forth with her, too, during that time period, between the two time periods of wanting her to come talk and finding out that she was at least taking responsibility for stuff, Much like we did when we first got into communicating back and forth. We had these huge
Mm-hmm.
fucking texts talking about all kinds of really deep shit. And one of her text messages, this is so funny about the whole thing. One of her text messages, this is so crazy that I'm having these types of conversations. I've never had these types of conversations in my life, and much less with my own kid. This is so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking got that shit. I looked at it the other day.
Mm.
I was like, I just want to make sure I'm not fucking losing my marbles here and like schizophrenic and made this whole story up about how we've been talking about deep stuff and she was ready to do it. And then as soon as I bring it up, I'm a fucking asshole who alienates all my family. Like, what is happening?
Did you, can you remember moments growing up with your mother where like it was good? Like, do you have good memories with her?
Yeah.
Can you tell me one of them? I'm curious.
I mean, I did a lot of back and forth too, though, between my dad's house and my mom's house.
Sure.
I remember we used to like just go camping and shit, but like really sporadic camping. Like she had a Bronco and we would just like throw a bed in the back of it. So when you folded the seat down, you could be in there.
That's cool.
And we went on like camping trips and shit like that and did stuff like that.
Was the trip itself like impulsive too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Everything's always impulsive.
cool. Right. And sometimes it's fun.
Yeah, no, that is fun. Sporadic shit's cool sometimes. We've done a lot of cool shit, especially as a family when she was married to my stepdad who lives out here.
Mm-hmm.
There was all kinds of cool trips. Like we did like a cross country one that I remember really well. Like we drove from here to Maine.
Oh, cool. Wow.
Over a whole summer off of school.
That's super cool.
Yeah, went to the fucking Niagara Falls, and there was this place in Herkimer, New York, where you can dig up your own diamonds.
Herkimer.
They were called Herkimer diamonds because they were too soft on the scale to be worth a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But you could go like find this natural quarry, smash rocks yourself, and find fucking diamonds.
That sounds awesome.
It was
dude,
cool
as a
shit,
kid.
dude.
Yeah.
So we did all kinds of cool stuff that I can remember. Where are we going with that?
I'm just curious because I've only so far like heard your mom painted in one way.
Oh, yeah.
And so like
So in those times though,
for me, when I've met narcissistic individuals in my life, I can identify this clear separation beneath, like I can see the person beneath that layer, right? And I'm curious about who your mom is beneath this layer of essentially defense mechanism.
it is one. I said that in the last text that I sent her. I said, I'm really sorry that your early life made you develop these traits to survive in your environment.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they are, dude.
Right.
Some people go extreme empathetic.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the direction I went and Tiffany went. Let me manage everyone's stuff so that I can prevent the bad shit.
Right.
Those are the people that get dragged into narcissistic relationships. Like it finds us because we're looking for it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it's familiar.
Yeah.
You actually know how to navigate those waters.
So there's that side of it. And then there's, I need to shut everything down.
But who is your mom? Like,
It depends on who she's with.
Is she with someone now?
No.
Have you known her single?
She's been single a lot in between all of them.
Yeah.
The common theme is always running. Fucking move.
What's the threat? Like,
buy a camper, live in a camper. She's done that multiple times in her life.
what are her positive traits? Like that, can you identify any through line traits?
But they always come with a fucking caveat. That's the problem.
That's okay. What are they?
She is always willing and wanting to help, to go out of her way and help you.
But it feels like leverage.
It always ends in leverage. Well, I did this for you. I gave you the
that's-
fucking tax story. I was going to school, high school, and it was the first time I'd ever had a job. I was 16, 17.
Do you think it's pre-planned? Or
I
do you
don't
think
know.
it becomes that?
I don't think so. I don't think it's preemptive. I don't think it's planned. It's just, again, she'll get triggered by something and then, well, I just did this for you.
Right.
Fuck you.
Right.
All right. So I fucking had to do my taxes. And I said, hey, please don't do them until I get back from school. I need to know how to do this shit. Okay. I got back and she said, hey, I did your taxes for you. Well, thank you for doing them, but I fucking told you I need to know how to do this shit. I'm leaving in a year.
Yeah, that's a little frustrating.
Couple months goes by. I did something that fucking pissed her off. I do your taxes for you. I do this for you. I'm like, are you fucking serious? You're going to bring up the thing I told you not to do?
I had people in my life doing that since I was really young. Doing something nice and then holding it over your head. And it just, it sucks because it caused me to just be so resistant to people offering anything.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate. You know, I don't think that that's a good trait of mine. But that's the result of these people. You know, it just causes me to be a lot more aware and alert of that kind of behavior. But I also know I'm like oversensitive about it.
Right. See, this right here, when she was trying to downplay, like, I don't know what it's going to do for you for us to get together and talk about some shit. That's what I'm looking for. Remember when this happened? Like, that's really affected me in this way. And then to just talk about that. Because that opens the door to like seemingly innocent or things that didn't really matter that much. They branded you with a trait that you've carried for the rest of your fucking life. In the background. You don't even know you do it.
Yeah.
And everyone you identify, you can fix. If you don't identify, you can't fix it.
And in like, you know, in my own effort to relate to this, you know, my relationship with my parents is obviously very different. But I think what anybody can relate to is the fact that, like, you know, we reflect on these moments that we have as a child. And I feel like I ask myself, like, what was the intention there? Why did they do that? And you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know unless they tell you.
It'd be nice to ask.
And when they don't tell you, you in that same desire that our minds have for closure, you fill in the gaps with the story that makes sense.
Yeah. I text her that too about my fucking dad. I said, hey, and I told her about you giving me that little fucking piece of insight that, like, hey, sometimes it's not always the things that happened, but the things that didn't fucking happen.
Right.
It's not always, oh, I picked out this time when someone did something really shitty to me.
Mm-hmm.
What about a time when they didn't give a fuck about you?
Right.
Nothing happened.
Right.
But, like, that was a thing that happened.
Right, yeah.
Like,
what happened was absence.
And there's so much stuff that, like, when I tell my kids, like, oh, what about your dad when you were growing up? And they would ask me a specific question, be like, I don't know, because this, and this. And Tiffany would be like, what? And I'm like, what do you mean, what? She's like, that's what he did?
Because it's normalized to you and you don't even register it as being odd or worth mentioning.
And then as soon as she says it, I'm like, wait. She's like, would you do that to your fucking kids? I'm like, no. But, like, you know, it's not that bad. It's not a big deal. You know, and I start fucking doing it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
what am
yeah.
I doing?
Yeah.
And the excuse or the scenario I gave was he's a fucking computer programmer, was self-employed, worked from home.
Mm-hmm.
His habits were extremely bizarre to not be a drug addict.
Right.
Stay up till 2, 3 in the morning and sleep until noon. I don't know why you would do that. The only reason he got up in the morning, half the time I woke him up, but he would get up to drive me to school, drop me off at school, he'd come back and sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck do you have that lifestyle with a kid at your house? That makes no sense.
Right.
Nothing about what you're doing or your work demands it. You're not on shift work. You're not going somewhere and you have to do that shift.
Right.
You can write code any time of the fucking day. You're choosing that time. Why? Weird.
Yeah.
To the point where he would sign me up and pay for an after-school program.
Mm-hmm.
And there was several times that I can remember of being there and having to answer the questions from the staff. Hey, where's your dad?
Yeah.
I don't know. Fuck do I look like?
Have you ever heard of the word rejection before? Feel anything like that?
He would sometimes not show up until like 20, 30 minutes past them being closed. They're calling him, no answer. They're paging him on his fucking beeper from back in the day.
Yeah.
No answer. And then he'd just pull on up like, oh shit, so sorry, time got away from me. Doing fucking what?
Right.
So when you're talking about little things that plant seeds,
Yeah.
and you have to fill in the gaps,
Mm-hmm.
as a kid, what am I supposed to think about a dude that just fails to come get me?
Yeah.
when he's supposed to.
Remember you made a whole person? Yeah.
Like, all right, after school shit,
And
like,
can you even fathom doing that to your children?
that's fucking insane. To
Yeah.
show up and not have so much guilt that you're like embarrassed
Yeah.
and like, holy fuck, guys, I am so sorry I got stuck in traffic. To have an answer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. Maybe there is one. Doubt it. Doesn't make sense. I can't find one with my newfound adult brain.
Well, not one that is like probably reasonable.
Right. Like if you got stuck in traffic, you didn't do that 10 times in a year.
Right.
We lived on the same street as the school, like 3 miles down.
You don't know that he was out rescuing people from a fire.
Yeah. Fucking birthing babies on the side of the road. Who fucking knows, right? But if you don't tell me and I can't ask you later,
Yeah.
these are just, I gotta, whatever seed that I planted, that's the motherfucker that's gonna grow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what does that feel like now? That feels like you didn't give a shit.
Yeah. So really, you want to give her the chance to kind of set the record straight.
Sure. Tell me from your
for
side.
the both of you.
Whether it's good or bad. And I'm not, dude, her whole thing is about fucking judgment. You're so judgmental. That's why you push everybody out of your life. No, I'm discerning. I can't be a fucking,
You're protective.
I can't be a blind fucking moron and let you do a bunch of shit and just be like, I don't see you doing that.
Well,
that's unintelligent.
This takes us back to that role that you've mentioned, a few times of you're a protector. You're trying to look out for your family. You're trying to make sure that,
Or myself, because fucking
And
nobody else is
yourself, yeah.
doing it.
yeah.
When I gotta wake up my dad to go to take me to school,
Mm-hmm.
what are we talking about? It's
Right.
fucking ridiculous, dude.
Who's the adult?
Yeah. So kids that take care of adults develop all kinds of fucking traits where they gotta solve all these problems
Yeah.
and internalize stress like a motherfucker and make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing.
And that's what's funny and interesting about this podcast being about this age group of people in their 30s, because I really think that the majority of our generation did something similar. I meet people all the time who ended up being their own parents or in some dimension parents to their parents.
Yeah. What is with that? How is that such a common theme for this 10-year span of people that we know?
Well, then you look at our parents' generation and then look at how they were raised, right? Because this is a whole trickle-down effect.
And there's also parallels between their time frame. They're
Mhm.
different things,
Mm-hmm.
but what is the fucking deal with everyone acting a certain way for a certain time period? What is that? A social fucking programming that happened?
I don't think it's a programming. I think it's just the cultural conditions continuously change. Like, look at us right now. There was a time where there just needed to be like, one breadwinner with a decent job. And now we're living in an age where it's like, I meet lots of people who have children, both people work, and a lot of the times one or both of them work 2 jobs to sustain normalcy.
Yeah.
And so what does that mean with like the time that they have available to raise a child,
Well, not only that though, dude. Me and Tiffany were talking about this the other day. Shower talk.
Hold that thought real quick, because I do got to pee and I want to hear this. But yeah, okay, so shower talk you were talking about.
Yeah. So we were discussing the same thing, how like certain time periods, they have things that you can pick out. Like I remember going to my grandma's house on my dad's side.
Mm-hmm.
Only saw them like maybe 3 or 4 times before they all started dying off and shit. But the whole theme of that was own one house.
Super stable.
You never moved. You never fucking did anything crazy. You didn't renovate.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do shit. They just owned that fucking house. Stayed in it. That was it.
Steady.
Then, I can't speak for everybody, but my parents were like struggling to even buy a house. I remember it was like my dad's lifelong goal to just buy a fucking house. Get out of an apartment and buy a house.
My mom's never had one.
Like, weird, dude. The consistencies of time periods and how it shifts. Yeah, but we were just talking about that, how like I don't remember, and obviously it's not everybody because I had friends whose parents were not that,
Right, yeah.
but there's a lot of them that were. So is it just a lot from both
There's
categories, and
an
I'm just choosing to remember the ones that weren't,
I
or
think there's enough to create a generalization, you know.
like my parents never. My dad still lives in this fucking
I
house in
mean,
Tonopah that he made out there, and has just been there for 25 years.
these people grew up in a time where you know, you're comparing yourself to your neighbor and maybe the people in your town.
Ooh,
And
interesting.
now we compare ourselves to the world. And so like when
Fuck.
we look out through social media, we see like, oh, they have that. That looks nice. I bet you it would be better if I had something like that. And so and it's this endless like fantasy of like, you know, this is cool, but something else is better. So I'm going to continuously try to reach the better thing. But you never get there because
Well, as soon as you get that one, you saw another one,
and it's just not
or your taste
the
changed a
idea.
little
It's kind of
bit,
like
or
when someone has like a physical insecurity. Maybe they don't like, you know, the shape of their chin, so they get plastic surgery. And then they just shift to the next thing that they don't like. But it's like change everything you want. The problem is the insecurity. It's the feeling, you
yeah,
know, that you have. It's not actually the chin,
yeah,
you know. So it's the same in that sense. Like, oh, I think it would be better if I just was over here. If this thing was different, it's like that's not that is a thought that's pointing towards something inside,
yeah.
you know,
Those are the those are the symptoms.
of something internal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like we remodeled this house, and I mean, men don't usually care about the house portion that much. Like, what do you like? Fucking white shaker cabinet. Cool, get those ones.
Hmm.
Whatever. Like I don't give a shit. Um, but once we got done with it, and you look at the overall look, like white counters, white cabinets, black handles, like, oh, okay, yeah, this is nice. I like this.
Hmm.
The black adds like a masculine piece to it, so I'm like, nice. I don't feel like a frou frou fucking weirdo in my own house. Like that's fucking sweet. And you look at that, and then you're like, cool. Then you see people that are like rich as fuck,
Hmm.
could probably buy anything they wanted, and you look at like their kitchens and stuff, and you're like, wow, that's very similar.
Hmm.
And you like, I saw Kevin Gates was like taking a video of his daughter who was in like karate class or some shit and was showing him something, and he just kind of went around, and I think he was at his the mother's house of the child
Hmm.
is where he was. It was a nice house. Like I don't think he's gonna let his baby mama and his kids live in a fucking shithole.
Hmm.
So like it was still like nice house, but it was like this dude's probably close to being a billionaire by now. Could have whatever, right?
Hmm.
And it just like he's filming his daughter, but I just looked in the background. I'm like, damn, their kitchen looks like my kitchen. Their
Yeah.
their TV was a normal TV on a normal nightstand. They didn't even do the wires nice like through the wall. It was just like draped down. I'm like,
It's just regular lived in.
yeah. I'm like, holy fuck, dude. So when you really think about it, you're like, once you've kind of hit like what you like and is nice, what is really past that that's so worth like living shittily over trying to accomplish? It just made no sense anymore to me. Once seeing it, where it's like, dude, this is not like a this is good enough, but like, where the fuck do you go from here? Material differences, like, oh well, they're not marble counters, they're quartz. So
Hmm.
your counters were 10,000, mine were $1 million counter. They look
Well,
fucking identical, and marble's fucking horrible anyways. You touch it and it dents and it fucking, it's very soft. Like, you know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of other stuff where well, their house is 17,000 square feet. I'd fucking kill myself if I had to live in that house.
it's
That's
weird.
dumb as shit.
I was in I did some work on a couple. One was a retired baseball player and the other one was a retired gymnast. Huge house. And it was just weird to be in. I remember going into their bathroom. Fucking gorgeous bathroom, dude. Not even worth explaining. Just like,
Was that your pause? Like, should I fucking get into this?
I was just like, God damn, dude, this is like, I feel like I'm living inside of Instagram right now. And it was just weird because I'd look around and just notice that like they had an unopened box of like an electric toothbrush. They had 6 identical.
For like guests that came over?
I don't know. But everything that they owned in massive excess.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what is this? What is the purpose? What is the fear? And like, um, they both had success relatively young. I don't think I assume they didn't have to like have those early struggling 20s. And it didn't look like they took care of anything. They had a housekeeper
Like,
constantly cleaning.
not that their shit was messed up, but they didn't take care of it. They hired someone to do it.
Yeah, there was no like intention, there was no organization, there was no like, it didn't seem like we appreciate this place that we have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Just odd.
I think it becomes unpersonal when you don't have the time or don't want to do the thing, but you know it should be a thing that should be done. So you just hire someone to do it, and it's not their shit, so they didn't give a fuck. But it was just checking the box.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, make sure we have toothbrushes in the bathroom. Okay. They bought some boxes of toothbrushes and set them in there. They're there.
Yeah, probably.
And somebody who didn't care but just was like, I think we should have some in there,
Yeah.
has the money, doesn't care, doesn't want to dedicate the time. That's what you end up with. Really nice shit, but like it doesn't even look like you live here or care about this place.
But
and that's probably not their only house. So
true. But I I am not I'm not like you with the, you're like, oh, men don't really care about the inside of the house. I actually care tremendously.
I care about like the organization and like where the shit goes and how it flows.
Mm-hmm.
But like the look of it, like you could change everything about that tomorrow. And I'd be like, oh, cool. This is what you like.
I remember being a kid and like you would see like a child's bedroom in a movie, and I'd be like, whoa, that looks so cool. They had like a race car bed. Like, oh, remember the race car bed, dude? I
Yeah.
just wanted that so bad as like a 9-year-old.
Or the loft bed that had a slide that came down. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
dude,
that'd
all
be the
that cool shit. And they got like stuff on the walls, dude. And I remember my bedroom as a kid. I had several because we moved a lot, but the one that I remember the most is it was a mattress on the floor next to a nightstand.
Boom.
And my mom's computer desk was in there because that's where she did all of her computer work too. So it was a mattress
In the office.
in my mom's office. And I would just dream about how cool it would be to have a cool bedroom of my own. And as I got older, then I eventually moved in with my dad. My dad is like not into buying. He does not care about anything. Like there's no purpose in that for him, right?
Yeah, if it didn't have like a function to perform, then we don't own it.
Exactly. Yeah. My house had the vibe of like a model home. I felt like, that you walk through just
The
like,
essential shit. And
yeah,
that's it.
here's what it might look like, I'm surprised we didn't have one of those like a frame with like just the default picture that it came with.
That's fucking hilarious because I've seen that at people's houses.
That's awesome.
Like, who the fuck is that? Oh, it's got a price tag on it. Never mind. I know who that is.
That's either sad or an interesting artistic choice. I don't know.
So I will say that's one thing that I've been like kind of turning into, like not turning it, but turning to like having an affinity for is fucking art of all things. So fucking dumb. That must be like an older person thing when you start like, man, how do I express myself through this fucking thing that I didn't make?
Maybe, but let me get there. So
Oh
like,
shit, sorry, I didn't know.
no, you're good. So that was my dad's. Still, I had more things in my room, but still super minimal. Just a dresser, a bed. As I got older, I would and started working. I had some money of my own, so I would like, go to a concert, buy a poster. Like, oh, cool, I could put something on my wall. That was just like, I just want to put something on my fucking wall, Jesus. And then I get a little bit older and I get my first apartment, and I'm like, oh, it's my apartment. I can put stuff in here, but I'm like, but I only really plan on being here for a year, so what's really the point? Like, I'm just gonna put stuff up and then just take it back down. Like,
Yeah.
then I'll just have more stuff to move. Like, I don't really want
And
to do
before
that either.
command strips, you were using nails to hang shit. Now you got to go buy that putty stuff and like squish the
Yeah, yeah,
stuff in, or else you got to lose your deposit.
dumb. Like, and so, and then, I was spending a lot of time kind of floating around after that, not really having a space of my own, staying with friends or, um, yeah, mostly hopping around, staying with friends. When I moved to New Jersey, all of my belongings fit in my car, which was a Kia Rio,
Mm.
very small car. All of my life was in that car when I drove to New Jersey, and got there, slept in it on an air mattress, for a while, in a room that wasn't mine, and then got an apartment after that. It's kind of the same deal, and then I got to this duplex eventually that I was staying at. And at some point it just like dawned on me, it's like I've been just completely unstable my whole life. Like, and everywhere I go, I assume I'm going to leave fairly quickly. And so like what if I just like tried to stay here for a while? And then that like switch totally changed the perspective that I had on the space that I was staying in. And then I started to really pay attention to like how the environment I'm in affects the way that I feel. You know, I would come home in before this and like in times of depression, and it would just be a dark room with a bed. I don't have curtains. I have like a blanket pinned to the wall, and there's just like trash on the floor and like piles of clothes. I'm like, this sucks to come home to, you know. And then I don't know. I was just like, what if I actually just kind of made it nicer, you know? Um, and then that was when I started also getting into Jordan Peterson. He's talking about like making your bed and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'll make my fucking bed. I don't know why, because it was the same kind of thinking, Before that, I'm just like, why am I gonna make my bed? I'm just gonna come back and fucking jump in and get it fucked up again anyway. So like, what's the fucking point of that? I'm the only one looking at it. But then it really like started to feel good. Like I was like, actually, I can make this place feel exactly how I want it to. That never even like occurred to me before. And then I just like ran with it. Now my apartment's taken apart, but it's a huge deal to me now. Whenever I go to a place, I spend a lot of time making it feel really good, making it feel like a really good representation of me and who I am, and then that feels like I'm claiming a space and I'm claiming ownership over a space. And then whatever space that I do that in feels a lot better to be in. I feel good about it. Like there's no need to compare it to like what somebody else has, because I'm like, well, this is mine.
Because
Like
you
that,
made what you wanted.
yeah, that's theirs, and like I don't like it. Like even if it's nice, I'm like, that's not what I would do.
Right.
So this is what I would do. So
That's more or
I like
less.
this.
That's more or less what I was trying to get at. Where it's
Yeah.
like you made your house how you want your house,
Mm-hmm.
and then you look at like rich people's houses, and you're like, well, they have like more expensive stuff, but it's like I wouldn't even do that if I had the money because I found what I like.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like they don't know what they like, so they're just like, what's the most expensive?
There's outsourcing it to
Yeah.
someone else, or yeah, it's just like if the price tag says it's good.
Then no one can say it's not.
Dude, I remember when I was getting my first tattoo. A little sidetrack here. Um, in the studio there was a painting on the wall that was worth like, it had a tag on it for like $1,000. I'm like, that's pretty pricey. And he's like, yeah, it took a lot of time, a lot of materials. He's like, you know what makes a $100,000 painting cost $100,000? I was like, I don't know what. And he's like, the price tag. I'm like, oh shit, yeah. It just kind of leads into this like perception is reality thing.
Yeah.
It is weird how people will just buy an expensive thing and feel like they got something really good because of how much it costs them.
They did an experiment where they took a bunch of shoes. They went to Payless shoes. Took all the shoes out of Payless that were like designer look-alike shit. Like it had the same style, but it just wasn't made by that name. And they just took those out and stuck them in the boxes of the designer shit.
Yeah.
And then went to this other store that they opened up as like a prestigious shoe store with some fancy fucking name, and it's all the best shit. And they did a grand opening to attract the people that are into that. And they came in there like interviewing the people, like, what do you think about the shoes? Like, this is the fucking cutest thing I've ever seen. And they were like, what would you expect to pay for that? And like, well, it's this brand, so it's probably, I'd spend $1,000 on this pair of shoes. Like, that's $27, and it came from Payless across the way.
Burn it!
They were like, what? Oh my god, that's such a bargain. You guys are fucking morons, dude.
Delusional.
I thought that was hilarious.
A real weird one to me, like, it really upsets me on a cellular level when somebody has a child of like maybe 3 years old decked out in Nike, or something. And I'm like, is that kid really into Nike or? But just this like
that
weird,
they don't know.
this weird brand indoctrination,
Yeah.
and then this like parents presenting their kids in a way that they are cool with, or using their kids to kind of like
say something about themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always found it weird just on the money aspect.
Right, they're growing right
Dude,
out of that
kids,
shit next week.
Those fucking little cute little shoes you got them are going to be done in 30 days.
Right.
They'll be
exactly.
Fucking, and he didn't even wear them.
Well, that's the part of it that
These
makes it so absurd.
like, you're buying Nike shoes for kids that don't walk. What?
Yeah. It's weird. I'll hear parents talk about brands like that's part of what our family does. It's like we're about this brand. Yeah, I was like, I'm having a flashback. I was at my sister's wedding a few years ago, and she had a friend there that I was just like, that, I try not to judge, but it's just like sometimes. What happened was she brought her son with her to the wedding, and is my sister's friend. Her son was like maybe 14 or something, and they kind of kept mentioning things that he was getting in trouble with, and I was talking to this kid briefly, and he's telling me how he like did shrooms and shit. I'm like, what? How? What? Jesus. And like some of the shit that this kid has done, I'm just like, damn. But the whole time we were there for a few days, I'm like, I don't think I've seen this kid under supervision this whole time.
Well, that answers your question.
Yeah. This kid is like just in the background. But then at one point, the kid was playing around with one of the older adults. He was, the adult was wearing the fucking cowboy hat, and the kid took the hat off, and his mom noticed that and freaked the fuck out. She's like, "What'd I tell you about touching another man's hat?" And I was just like,
"What does that mean? Is that a big deal?"
It's a big deal. Yeah, it was a big deal. It was a huge deal. But like, I'm like, you don't even notice your son this entire time, but you draw the line at taking off another man's hat. Like, what the fuck is going on right now? Just like weird. It's weird what people value.
Did it seem like he did it because he knew that'd be a trigger to get attention?
No, it seemed like a kid that was just. Oh. It seemed like a kid who wanted attention, but he was just playing around, and that's how he was trying to get it. He didn't understand like there was dramatic implications for hat removal. You know, like
Yeah.
what a chaotic environment to live in.
Hmm.
But so weird.
Yeah.
I
It's I get the influence, like the branding influence to an extent. I wanted to wear things in high school. I remember it being a big deal as you're trying to find your you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
And while it was like I don't think this is important, but if other people do,
Then it must be.
well, I need to at least not be wearing the shit that everybody hates or is gonna make fun of. But that's probably also like the insecure side of like I do not want to be targeted over something dumb. You know what I mean?
Every kid has that moment where someone points out something.
Yeah.
Why? What's up with those shoes? Dude, I remember going along with people just talking shit about someone's shoes. I didn't actually have a problem with them. I just thought it was funny that we were all making fun of someone's shoes.
I think everybody's done that.
Yeah.
Just jumped on the bandwagon.
You're like,
I mean,
yeah, those shoes are fucking weird.
it was like, not Creed. What was the fucking band that everybody, Nickelback?
Oh, yeah.
Why does everyone hate Nickelback?
They're the worst.
Why? Dude, it was like, what the fuck is going on? It was like the first concert I went to was Nickelback. I'm like, that was pretty good. I like their music. It's all right.
You disgust me.
It was like the fucking
No, it is such a
weirdest
thing,
thing,
yeah.
dude.
It is weird. Like, I don't actually like Nickelback. I did at a point.
Right. They made some good shit.
But it was like a whole, like, no, we all reject Nickelback. I'm like, really? Because they're selling out everywhere they go.
That's what I
confusing.
couldn't fucking understand. I was like, man, we're probably gonna be the only ones at this concert from the way everybody talks. It was packed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird.
People jump on that shit. I remember in 5th grade, my older brother on my dad's side that like I have no relationship with and don't really talk about much, Justin. I remember
Because you pushed him away.
yeah. That was the one I actually reached out to, and it was like,
yeah, I remember.
The answer I got was your father's
father?
not
Yeah.
doing well. I'm like, okay, this is fucking weird. Oh yeah, and I was like, man, what have you been up to? Like, I haven't heard from you. Like, I've had the same number my whole life.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, my bad. You're 9 years older than me. I forgot it was my responsibility. My bad. Anyways, I think I was in 5th grade and I just needed new shoes or whatever. And I think he was trying to be, at 9 years older, he was like going into college maybe. He had just started driving and was like into Mustangs and like muscle car shit and all this stuff, right? He kind of like has the same build as Paul Walker
Mm-hmm.
in the era of like Fast and the Furious shit coming out. So I remember him wearing Converse, high top Converse with jeans and then like roll the cuff at the bottom.
Yeah.
He was into like being like a greaser for a little bit, like with the leather jacket.
Hell yeah.
That was his style, right? So I needed to go get shoes, and he happened to be at my dad's house that weekend or something that I was there that week. And he was like, dude, these are the coolest fucking shoes. I'm like, all right. I'm a 5th grade fucking retarded little kid. I don't know. Cool. Shoes. Got it.
Yeah. Do they fit on my feet?
Yeah.
Accepted.
Sweet.
Yeah.
They don't hurt when I step on rocks.
Yeah.
I wore those shits to school thinking I was going to be the fucking bee's knees, dude. My older brother, who's cool, fucking told me these were the shit.
Nope.
Everybody hated on them. Made fun of me. Wouldn't let me play fucking sports. Like, they were picking me fucking last because of my shoes. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I remember, I got picked fucking dead ass last. And they were like, really? We got to take the kid with the shoes? Like, I remember him saying that shit.
Converse over here?
And then I just started busting them, dude. We were playing, like, just backyard, schoolyard fucking football. And,
Revenge story.
dude, and I was just fucking killing it that day. And they were like, damn, man, you're pretty good for those gay ass shoes. Like that the shoes were every fucking thing about me. They were who I was, how I performed, what I was good at.
For a child,
At a fucking glance. Like, this is wild. That was the first time I remember being embarrassed about my clothes and like not understanding the whole deal. But I was like, well, whatever. I guess you guys are pissing me off, and I'm going to play pissed off. And I did pretty good. And they were like, fuck, I thought you were retarded with those shoes. And now you're pretty good at this.
Everybody's wearing those shoes now.
It was fucking weird, dude.
It is weird, and like going to a lot of different schools growing up, it's interesting to notice all the different cultures and what's like cool at one school is not cool at another. What I noticed about like Tonopah, I remember one kid walking in one day with a skateboard, and everybody kind of like bagging on him. Cause also we didn't have fucking paved roads.
It's not like what.
Like
Like,
where are you? This
where's
is the
this?
only place that you get to skateboard,
And you're not even
and
gonna
you're just
skateboard
carrying
here.
it around because you're actually not allowed to skateboard here.
Yeah. And as soon as you leave the school parking lot, you can't use it anymore because it's dirt.
And so our culture revolved a lot around, um, like dirt bikes
Yeah.
and that culture of like motocross kind of shit because that's what was available. Like you could do that out there.
Yeah.
But and I thought like, oh, that must be like an Arizona thing, but it really wasn't. Like you talked, and then I have a friend who went to school in like Scottsdale, and it's like obviously completely different world, you know. I hear about my girlfriend's high school experience, and it's like, yeah, that's nothing like what I did or what the people were like, you know. So odd.
I mean, it makes sense. Like you're shaped by the environment, but
And the people who show up, right? Like that's the people create the culture. You know, now I'm very alert and aware to like work culture. The people make the culture, and like I want to work around people who are like not unbearable to be around.
what do you mean? Like, what's the work culture? Ah, fuck. All right.
Everybody,
Yeah, I'd like to hear yours.
people, well, obviously, like, a manager of a place kind of sets the tone for like behavior and expectation. And then the people, if they respect that person, behave in those ways, right? And then each person brings their own level of like work ethic and expectation, and then that affects the people around them, right? So I really liked the job I had. That I Yesterday was my last day at this spot in Scottsdale. It's
What?
part. It's
Oh, cause the move.
mhm,
Oh, I was sitting there wondering because you're like, yeah, you got tomorrow off. I'm like, how do you have tomorrow off?
right. No, but it's a chain. So there's franchise owners that own a
That
couple
one place, yeah.
locations, right? Um, the chains are mostly awful to work for. This one's really nice. But I'm moving, so I interviewed at the same place, different franchise owner in Glendale. And I go in there and like they're kind of like walking me through everything. They got such a long list of rules. I'm like, why do you need so many rules? Why would you need so many rules? And then when they want to leave for the end of the day, they have to have their work checked by somebody before they can go and like collect their tips. And I'm like, this is happening because I think there's not mutual respect between the employees and the management.
The leadership team is not commanding the atmosphere
Yeah,
that would make those things take care of themselves.
exactly.
Yeah.
If there is this level of like rules, there's a problem. And
Every time you see micromanaging,
right,
it's because there's no macro managing. Like,
right. So I'm not gonna work there. you know, yeah, I don't need that shit. Um, but that's everywhere you go. It's like every person is contributing a little bit to that environment and to that culture. So that's why every school is different. It's a collective of, what everybody's bringing to that environment, to that place. It's interesting.
yeah.
And you think about the types of people that were at our school. Well, no fucking wonder it was like a weird, unique social experiment fucking place.
Yeah, dude, it's still, even to this day, it's a weird place to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
We had Mexicans from Mexico. Like, there's lots of Mexicans in Arizona, like Mexican American Mexicans.
Yeah.
We had Mexico American, like Mexicans
Yeah, like
in
barely
cowboy
spoke
hats.
English.
Yeah, like working on a dairy farm. That's not the same thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and then like the children of essentially meth addicts. A lot of those, you know?
Yeah. It was a very weird place because the power plant was arguably one of the best paying places, fucking tilted it now.
Yeah.
The best paying places in the entire state. Like, hands down for sure. One of the best places in the country.
But it's
Smack dab in the middle of fucking nowhere, where you have people that live out there because they want a short commute, so they have good money.
yeah. But
Or the fucking meth heads who are out there because there's no people out there and they can do their
Exactly.
nefarious shit without eyeballs on them.
Right, it's the middle of nowhere, so there is this one place that it could be convenient for those people, but that's not the majority of the people out there.
Yeah.
It is, and I remember growing up thinking, like, why would you live out here?
Yeah.
Unless you, like,
It was cheap as fuck.
you don't want to be seen.
And nobody's enforcing a lot of things I saw, especially doing it ourselves, right? There was no code enforcement for buildings. There was nobody
True.
going out there to look and make sure that
Yeah.
you weren't living in a dilapidated fucking shed.
And so lots of people were.
Yeah. Dude, it's just... That was an interesting thing about Missouri, too, all the time we spent there. Like, you'd be driving down a dirt road, you haven't seen anybody for 20 minutes, and there was a prefab fucking shed, like we're in right now doing this, with a washer and dryer on the outside of it, and then
Yeah.
someone just sitting on a rocking chair on the porch of it. And I'm like, that's his fucking house.
That's real living.
That's their house, dude.
Keep
10
it
feet
simple.
off of a fucking main gravel road. They just bought that piece of property, maybe, dropped that there, and we're like, home.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking nuts. But that's the shit you'd see in Tonopah, too.
Mm-hmm.
A little microburst from a storm or something that would come through, a dust devil would rip their roof off. They'd have a tarp with duct tape on it for like a year and a half on the roof.
Yep.
That's what you got out there. Or you got the people that have good money and they like have nice fucking houses. It's real. How long has
That's
it been
really
since you've
weird, right?
driven through there now? You cruise through there like to see Freddie and all that?
I did. So I saw some of it going to see Freddie. And what a total difference. I mean, now there's like the
Pockets of difference.
yeah, but it's like,
There's like $1 million homes going up in there. You're like, what are you guys doing?
and then right, it's so weird because it's
And then
not
a single wide right next
there
to it.
isn't there isn't like this like segregation.
No, like in town, you'll cruise through town in Phoenix and you'll be like, oh, we are in the fucking hood. 2-3 streets later, like, oh, we're getting better. Couple more streets, like, damn, $1 million homes.
Right, but this
It's
is just
2
a
miles away,
smattering.
but yeah, this is like the $1 million home and then trailers. Like,
yeah,
dude, why would you do that?
yeah, it's super weird.
I don't understand it, but we've been like discussing listing the house and all that shit and started looking at other houses and stuff. And it's like nice fucking houses, brand new, over by the school off of Indian School and like Wintersburg.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wintersburg and Indian School, just north of the 10, over by the school area. There's like a whole bunch of lots that just got sold in there with houses built on them.
Oh no shit.
And they're like, dude, gorgeous fucking houses. Like 2,500 square foot on an acre and a quarter with a fucking attached RV garage. Like badass house. I'm like, shit.
Yeah,
And they're like, I don't know who's building that shit out there, but
they're smart. I mean, because that's where people want to go.
you
People
want
with
the
stuff
room.
like that. Yeah.
You want the room.
Well, people want. I think more than ever, I hear people now talking about how much they would like land and to be away from people.
Yeah. Well, that's just going to
So-
increase forever, but
Yeah. So if you hear that and just, oh shit, I'm just gonna go buy some fucking.
but
Land.
hopefully like they look at it and they're like, "Oh, nice. Here we go. We got some land and a house and everything's good."
10 years later.
But you don't know that a mile away there's a fucking crackhead farm just waiting to steal all your shit.
And you don't need to know. Yeah, seriously.
So growing up out here, it's like, yeah, that's a nice house. Not for me. I
Mm-hmm.
I can't get on board with that because you know what comes after that. Nice shit
Too much history.
attracts all the fucking meth heads to steal your shit at night.
Yeah, our house got robbed 3 times.
Out there off of lower, you were off Lower Buckeye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our house
First,
got broken into. We were far as fuck, dude. There was nothing out there, and they still came out there to get your shit.
yeah. Yeah, the first time they stole all the appliances while it was like it had just been built.
Oh, dude, that's what happened to us, and
Someone's running an operation.
we ended up exposing it.
Yeah. Oh, really?
It was them. It was the manufacturer of the house.
Yeah, I kind of assumed.
They claim it on insurance. They have these jackasses steal the fucking shit, come give it back to them so they can sell it again, and they give them some of the insurance money.
Nice.
It's a good plan
Yeah.
until we caught you,
Right.
and the fucking sheriff was up your ass. You crashed your shit, and yeah, it was a whole deal.
And then someone stole our Christmas presents after that.
What?
Yeah, it was fucked up.
Broke in around Christmas and stole your presents?
Mm-hmm.
That's next level fucking, you're a piece of shit.
It was kind of cool though because my dad was gonna give me a GameCube, but then with the insurance money, got a little extra, so he got me an Xbox. Changed the whole course of my life.
Dude. GameCube. That was the fastest, like, non-console ever.
No, the Dreamcast was.
That's true. Sega.
I had one too. It was dead before the end of the year, I think.
Failure to launch.
Yeah. But it was kind of cool. They had a little controller that had like a mini screen on it that you could take out and you could play like a shitty pixelated version of like tennis on there.
Really?
Yeah, like literally like pixels, like black and white. Like
So they had the first gen, like, PSP, or what's this shit now?
they were like leaning in that direction.
Interesting. It's cool to see that. And then,
Well, I mean, I guess Game Boy was kind of like the first version of that.
yeah, but it wasn't like it would go back to the console too. It was
Right,
just it was
true.
just its own thing.
True.
But like now, what's the Nintendo shit? Switch.
Switch. I'm
It
on
was
that
like-
shit.
It was like Switch, but then you take the Switch and you stick it on the dock, and now it's on your TV.
Yeah, I crush my girlfriend at Mario Party every once in a while.
Mm.
No, she's gotten pretty good. It's back and forth.
Mario Party?
Yeah.
It fucking cheats.
Dude, it's fucked up. I think the people who make those games, Mario Party and like Mario Kart, were just like cynical fucking assholes, just like really trying to piss people off and like pressure test relationships.
I just hate, like, everybody in the house loves those games
Yeah.
except me.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm practical. If I'm winning the fucking race, I want the same chances to hit the boxes
Mm-hmm.
and get the same goods you're getting. I don't
Yeah.
want the coin and the fucking banana.
I didn't get it like when we first started playing it. I'm like crushing it at every mini game, and then I lost. I'm like, wait, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Beat all the games though, and it's like, yep, it's not how it works. Fuck you.
Yeah, Mario Party at the end, they're just going to pick awards to, like, give
Yeah.
people coins at the end that they didn't deserve
Uh-huh.
based on some shit that's not consistent. So the next time you play, it's like, oh, okay, well, she got one for this last time. I'll make sure I get that one. Oh, we changed the criteria on you.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to see the statistics of like failed relationships and divorces that might have resulted from a Mario Party round.
It's fucking bullshit. I hate those games because there's
Absolute
no
frustration.
consistency.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you're actually good at stuff, they're just going to piss you off. Oh, you're in first place in Mario Kart? Here's all the shitty stuff, and you just get fucking wrecked by everyone else
Yeah.
to give them a chance to pass you. Bitch, if you were as good as me, you could pass me on your own. Give everybody the same boxes. But they don't do that. They just fuck whoever's over.
There are people who are exceptional and like really good, have like dug in and built strategies. But it is the case that like, yeah, and a game like that, you'll be like in the lead and you'll see the finish line and then just get
Blue shell.
absolutely fucked.
Blue shell that you can't fucking escape.
Yeah.
And then you get eighth because everyone was right behind it. Ding, 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 ding. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
I hate that fucking game.
Yeah, really test your patience.
Everybody wants to play it all the time. And I'm like the Grinch when I'm just like, dude,
Mhm.
fucking Mario Kart.
It's classic, dude. Us playing that was a kid getting pissed off. That was the stuff. I had a question for you. So I went to like a work Christmas party recently.
Weird.
It was super weird. You know, I only went because like my manager was like kept asking. I thought like she probably really just wants people to show up, you know.
Yeah.
And I could take a +1, so I took Jess. And Jess has always had like really bad social anxiety. And I feel like my heart breaks for her a little bit because like at home, I think she is like, you know, one of the silliest, funniest, fun people to be around. And then the moment we step outdoors, it's like
Clamshell closes.
mm-hmm. And I think Tiffany's similar.
She waits to feel out.
Right.
She's not like the ultra. I would say your girlfriend was me fucking 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm by myself or people I really, really know and like,
Yeah.
I'm like fun, funny, outgoing, fucking around,
Mm-hmm.
willing to like do something outgoing that's maybe going to be silly and make myself look dumb, but I didn't care because of the people I was around.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, but if we were like, all right, let's go to this place we've never been before. Let's go to a public place. Let's go watch a fucking movie at the movie theater. It was like, well,
Guess I'm done.
Yeah.
Having a personality.
No one's going to have fun around me today.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I wanted to know, like, if that's something that Tiffany struggles with. How does she feel about it? How does she deal with it? How did you overcome it? Because she's feeling a lot of, like, she's working through it and she's getting better. And, like, I tried to, like, my thing is, like, let's just try to do stuff. We don't have to, like, hard commit to doing it for an extended period of time. What matters is that we go, you know?
Yeah.
Because we don't want to, like, reinforce the fear.
By not
So
going?
that's good. Yeah, by not going.
Like ring rust, like it's been so long since I got out to do it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck, we're doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But, you know, I just thought maybe
looking for other strategy pieces?
other perspectives from people who, like, are familiar with that feeling.
So, for me, I think we talked about this before, but I just felt so stupid when I started finally, like, I wouldn't say things that I wanted to say because I either didn't have the time or hadn't fully thought about everyone's reaction and then how I was going to manage those reactions and if that was something I really wanted to put the effort into
Right.
before making the decision to do the thing that was going to get the reactions that I thought I might get.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
So if I didn't have the time or whatever to do that, I just wouldn't do it. So when you do nothing, you just look like a fucking miserable prick. Like you're just sitting there and your thoughts are going so much that what does your face look like when you're thinking really hard? Yeah, mean, like kind of concentrated. It's not fun, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Tiffany would ask me like fucking 10 times a night, dude. Hey,
You okay?
What's wrong? What's going on? Are you okay?
Are you mad?
Like, oh no, why? But it would like shock me out of thinking. So I have seen other people talk about, I haven't done this myself and didn't find it helpful because I didn't find out about it until I'd already kind of worked my way through my shit. But taking an interest in other people versus your interest in yourself.
Mm.
What am I doing? How do I look? What am I?
Yeah.
That pushes everything so inward.
Right.
That you just start doing that. I'm overthinking. I'm thinking about everything, and now I look pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just start doing things, assuming everyone else is feeling how you're feeling,
Mm-hmm.
that was cool for me because I was always somebody that wanted to help people and do, nice things for other people.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get out of your head about you and just get into somebody else's head about how could you make them feel better? How many times have you ever hated someone that was really nice to you?
Mm-hmm.
Like so like we talk about a lot, that sometimes you take that energy of someone that's giving a lot or doing a lot. You're kind of like,
What's your deal?
yeah, what's your angle? What are the fuck you trying to get right now?
Yeah.
But if it's consistent, they might feel like that at first, and you can push through that initial reaction of like, what are you up to?
Yeah.
And then just like say something nice to them and leave. And then go find someone else to be nice to, and go find someone else to be nice to, and go find someone else to be nice to. And by the time you make it back to that person and you're nice again, they've pretty much like, oh, you must just be nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's received well. So like constantly doing nice things for other people, it keeps you out of your head about yourself. I found that one useful.
That's cool. I like that.
But being around someone, so this would be like for you to do for her,
Mm-hmm.
and then encourage the behavior when it's applicable. I didn't realize that I could be myself around Tiffany even, because I just thought that, like, if I think about the way that I do shit through my insecure lens, I have put that on everybody else. Well, I shouldn't say that, because that might make them think I meant this, and then they're insecure about that, so then they'll be pissed. So I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And then when I finally was like, you know what, like, this shit is not my problem. If you're insecure about something, and whatever I say happens to be the trigger for your insecurity, I can't not say shit that I think about my whole life because someone might be upset about it. So fuck it, I'm just gonna say what I want to say.
Right.
And then
this is the Jordan Peterson thing.
Every time I'd say something, I'd be like side eye looking at her like, how was that received? Was that a big deal? And fucking
you were like, hey, it's kind of bright in here. Is that okay?
So it was like, being around someone that was secure was my way to be secure. Because no matter what I really said, and then I'd check in.
Who was secure?
Tiffany.
Oh, okay.
So I would check in with like, that was probably edgy.
So she didn't.
And she didn't even fucking react to it. It was like, oh yeah, you're right. And I'm like, what? I'm like, damn, that chick's got a huge ass. See if she's like, damn, that shit is big. I'm like, what? You didn't get pissed about that? You didn't get mad about that? You're not mad that I looked at somebody else? Like, why can't you like notice someone's qualities? I'm like, fuck, I don't know. Everyone
else was against the rules.
Yeah, everyone else, like, what exactly? But what fucking rules are we playing by? The ones we just made up in our own head
in high school
due to everybody else's insecurities, but everyone's insecure in high school. So it was like I never tried getting out of that shell until I was just so sick of being in it that I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't even care if this fucking ruins this relationship. I'm being free, bitch. This is me, And when I started doing that, I was blown away at how much she didn't give a fuck about anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, shit.
And how much, that's often the case.
Yeah. So I think you're at that place where like she could say something and you'd just be like, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, no, around me, it's like no filters at all.
Yeah.
It's just the moment where not even just in public, but just around other people.
Well, yeah, but that's step one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is finding a place to be you, and then finding that in someone else who's reinforcing it. So that would be like your job. And then even with like the kids, when I hear them say something, I see them do something. Ivan participated in karaoke at someone else's house on Thanksgiving.
That's cool.
It was cool. I was like fucking like jealous and like happy all at the same time.
Oh,
like,
that's so cool.
Like, damn, dude, I wish I could just like grab that microphone and just sing in front of people. Like, we're not doing that.
That's so awesome.
But he just did it. And everybody in this environment, that's what they do. Like, this family's thing is singing and like doing fun shit like that.
Yeah.
But we've never been like that because I'm not like that. Mm-hmm. And I've never been like that because I've never been around anyone like that.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing him just pop into that atmosphere and then just like, they were just like, who's next? And he's kind of like looking around. And I was like, try it, dude. He was like, oh, yeah, you're right. Just try it.
Fucking crushed it.
Dude, he did it. And everybody was like, damn, like, dude, that was pretty freaking good.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Like, there was 2 or 3 people who were like, dude, you should probably put him in like singing lessons.
Dude, that's fucking
like,
awesome.
To just tune it in, Did
he enjoy it?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And then now, so I didn't want to say anything. And Kenzie, who's a little bit more insecure in that time frame, coming on 16 years old, girl, all the things, right?
Worst age period ever.
So she starts like doing the snicker thing. And I was like looking at her like, I will fuck you up. If you sit here and make him feel weird about this and ruin this for him and plant a seed that he does not need to fucking water for the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just cool that everyone else reacted with like, damn, dude, that was actually fucking good.
Yeah.
So now he's like pumped, dude. It's like his new favorite thing. Like, oh, we're going to their house. Like, are they gonna do karaoke? I'm like, fucking ask him.
That's so cool.
So shit like that, like you have to. Oh, but I was saying that to make the point of even you can push somebody out of something by even being overly excited about it.
Yeah.
If you made it a big deal, positive or negative, you could make them second guess about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's almost like you gotta, like, you're super proud of them and you're happy, but you gotta like
To
play
contain it.
You gotta play it cool. Like,
Yeah.
oh, nice, dude, that's pretty good.
Like
Really, it was good. Yeah, man,
exactly
pretty
what
good.
I expected. Totally normal. It's not even a big deal.
Yes. So, like when your kid falls down when they're little, and
Don't
you don't,
react.
and you're just like, just look away, like, oh, yeah, there is a fucking butterfly in that tree over there, and like just make it so that when as soon as they start looking at you for a reaction, they're like, oh, nobody gives a fuck. I'll just pick my bike up and get going. It's the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
You got to not make it a big deal. It's a very fucking fragile situation.
Sure. Yeah.
All those ones are.
Yeah.
So there's that element to it too that I've found over the years. But yeah, for me personally, I just got to a point where I was so sick of living in that.
It's weird because it's like
I just had to start trying it.
it always kind of catches me off guard. Obviously, it's not like I grew up with her. But then as I talked to her and I learned about how she was in school and stuff, I realized, oh, she's always been really shy. But like around me, I would have never known.
Yeah.
You know? It's not until we're around other people I go, oh yeah, she's shy.
Me and Tiffany talked about this the other day because you are right about her. She is kind of she's way more reserved in the time period where she's analyzing the moods.
Mm-hmm.
Very in tune with like the energy in a room. What's going on? Is anybody upset? What's happening? Because she was very much the same thing. Oh shit, dad's coming home. Is everything perfect so he doesn't get pissed? That was her situation, you know? So she went extreme empath in that regard too, of like, let me control everything so there's nothing he can be pissed about and start whooping everybody's ass when he comes in here. So that's her thing. So she comes in a room and it's just like, you can tell that every receptor is just intaking everything. And to do that, you have to be very still, calm, stoic, just don't move. And that looks like you're a little bit put off.
Yeah.
It's not. She's just trying to find out what the energy is to match it. Mm-hmm. And we recently talked about this because I'm kind of the same way. I will be outgoing just to kind of see. I don't come in and start feeling it. I come in and start seeing who's receptive of what. Mm-hmm. So I'll throw out a fucking joke or like be the first one to cuss and kind of lighten the mood and see if that catches on. And then somebody else says shit and we're like, boom, we're good. We're all human. We can act like it. This is great. Where she would just sit and kind of, do that. But I was like, dude, what if we just came in? I was like, what are you looking for? Mm-hmm. She's like, well, I'm just like, is anybody fun? Are they upbeat? I'm like, what if you came in and you were fun and upbeat and that changed the whole fucking thing around because they were all analyzing you and everybody else?
What if you were the first person to dance at the 8th grade dance?
Yeah. Right?
Right.
So I was like, damn, like, what if we just start doing that? Mm-hmm. I was like, do you have any friends that are just like that all the time that you're excited, like they're going to be there? And you're already like, fuck yeah. The mood's going to be set because they're going to do it for us. There's just some people out there that just show up ready to fucking go after it.
And when you do that, those people are the pressure release valve.
Yeah.
Honestly. Yeah, because it's like a lot of people just go, oh, thank God somebody said something about that thing that everybody noticed, but no one wanted to say because they didn't want to be the awkward one. And this guy walked in and he just completely points out the obvious thing right away. And so I'm just going to cling on to that guy. I'm just rambling now. But yeah.
It's the same thing. But, like, why can't you be the one to just walk in and, like, the music's going, you're just like, fuck yeah.
Do you remember the 8th grade dances, though? Like, yeah. It's never depicted correctly in, like, movies. In the movies, like, everybody's dancing, having a good time. Like, no, dude, it's boys and girls on opposite sides of the room going, I don't really know. I dressed up really nicely for the first time in my life, and I'm not really sure. I don't know how to dance. And
yeah.
And it's then, horrible. And then one person goes, and they're like, I'm just going to do it. Suddenly everyone's doing it.
There's a good scene for that in that movie Heavyweights about the kids that go to fat camp.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the exact thing that you just described.
Oh, is it really?
Girls over there, boys over here.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And the counselors, like the grown people, are like, this is fucking busted. Let's just go out there and start doing dumb shit so everybody just feels like they could do whatever.
Exactly.
And they get it going, and then it's like a fun party.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, so
that's a core movie for you, isn't it?
Yeah. I watched it every day, dude, for like
that's awesome.
Months.
Yeah.
But I've been giving that so much thought lately that was like, as soon as you release yourself from the prison of like, what are they going to think? Similar to how we talked about like giving people opportunities to take advantage of you very early in the relationship.
Yeah.
Just to like, are you gonna? I'd like to know now when it cost me very little.
Right. Yeah.
It's the same. I ended up rolling it and lumping it into the same thing.
Yeah.
If I go out and act a little bit outlandish and like I'm having fun, but you could easily make fun of me that you noticed something that I was doing was silly or stupid, right? That's now the price of admission of like, I'll
Right.
go out and do that. Who's reciprocating the good mood, fun shit?
Uh-huh.
And who wants to just shit on me? Because if you want to just shit on me about it, cool. You're on my list of get fucked. I'm not hanging out with you. Why would I waste my time?
I like that. It's like, because it's like, it changes the framing, because it's like, what's the information you want to find out about this situation?
Yeah.
What's the best way to find out that information?
Mm-hmm.
The fastest.
Yep.
Just do the thing. Just be yourself.
Yeah. It comes at the cost of like having some bit of like
Potential embarrassment.
yeah. But like,
But
is that your worst thing in life right now when you're 30 is like getting a little embarrassed? I would almost take it just to talk shit to you.
Can you
What are you doing, man? Having fun. What the fuck are you doing? Being a loser. Fucking have a good night and roll out.
Yeah. Can you think of a time where you were really embarrassed?
Like ever?
Yeah. It just one stand out.
I had a period of like a couple months, dude, like in 6th grade of I don't know what it was, like a puberty like bodily change or something.
6th grade is just where embarrassment like
manifested itself.
Yes, dude.
I remember I couldn't figure it out, dude. I would get like nervous sweat. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yes, I do know what you're talking.
And it has a smell to it, like there's a pheromone.
It's stress sweat.
That's nervous.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, it wasn't BO. I wore fucking deodorant. I was very aware of like my hygiene. But if I got like nervous about something and started sweating, dude, I stunk.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember somebody be like, oh, somebody's musty. I think it was like a black girl in my class. So somebody's musty. And I was like, fuck, that's me. So then I get even more stressed out about it.
And smell even more.
Probably.
Yeah.
So then I started like being that kid who was wearing a fucking, like the only way that I could like think about to hold it in is to put something over it and trap it, you know? So I was wearing sweatshirts in like fucking August just in case that happened. I just put my sweatshirt on. I was like, bro, why are you wearing a fucking sweatshirt? Like, cause I think I stink a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that being a big fucking deal.
Damn, yeah. It's a good one.
What else? Outside of that, I remember feeling like I was gonna be embarrassed a ton, but I don't have any actual moments
and then the
of
moment
embarrassment.
it didn't occur.
Yeah, that's funny. Now thinking about it, I'm like, yeah. When you said that, I'm like, dude, all the time. And then I'm like, wait,
did it actually? Or
I
maybe
don't-
that was just a
I think
memory that was completely generated, imaginary.
yeah, I think that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I was embarrassed like my whole life.
Maybe you were.
But well,
for
what?
no, yeah,
Yeah.
with no evidence or no justification. Yeah. I can't think of a specific time.
At all?
When I was really young, I had a crush on this girl. I was probably, I don't know, 4th grade or something. And so at that time, my sister goes to the same school. She's a grade above me. And so I talked about it at home, like, oh, because, you know, my oldest sister's like, you like any of the girls? And I was like, I do like this one girl. And then, you know, we had lunch. The whole school is in one cafeteria. And then my sister stands up. Jeremy has a crush on fucking, I don't even know her name, Samantha or something. And then I just cried.
That's fucking dirty, dude.
Yeah, it was fucked up. Or I had a girlfriend in the 4th grade, I was talking to her on the phone, and Heather gets on the other phone because that was that fucking hellish time period. And she's like, Jeremy picks his nose. That girl never talked to me again.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. 4th graders are shallow, dude. Like, just because I pick my nose.
I didn't even eat it.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was another time, I can't remember fucking how old I was, but I was pretty young. and we went to pick somebody up from the airport, and I was with, like, I think my dad may have dropped me off at his ex-wife's house. So Justin's mom, my brother Justin, his mom. So my dad's previous marriage before my mom. Dropped me off over at their house, and they had to go, like, just to, like, babysit me or something. He had some shit going on. Possibly. Maybe he's out fucking doing the dope or something.
Yeah.
Who knows? And we had to go pick somebody up from the airport. And I remember drinking apple juice at the airport, and somebody was like, hey, you might want to slow down with that. If you drink apple juice too fast, you get diarrhea. And I was like, I never heard of that.
Yeah.
And I remember not understanding how to drink slowly.
What?
Hear me out.
What does that mean?
That's what I thought. How do you swallow it slower? Not until later, when looking back on that memory, like, I'm a fucking idiot. They meant like the quantity. Don't consume X amount of ounces in X time period.
You're like trying to drink in slow motion. I was trying to, like,
swallow it slower. I'm like, how the fuck? I was like, I don't want to get diarrhea. I remember that being a thing, dude. Man. I'm like, I don't know how to drink it any slower than just how it goes down. Drank the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I shit myself in the car on the way back.
Ooh. Like,
packed car, dude. 3 people in the back seat. I'm in the middle, and I'm trying to hold it so bad I'm sweating. And it was like, oh my God, who farted? And I was like, oh no, dude. I just gotta say nothing. Nobody will know. I probably look so fucking guilty.
God damn.
So we get all the way to the house, and I'm like, I had shorts on. And I'm like, just trying to walk to the front door, like, please let me just get in this house and get this nightmare over with. And I remember, like, the porch light being on, and I think it fucking dripped out of my pant leg. Oh, and somebody was like, oh, a cockroach. And they fucking...
No! Dude, is this a fucking movie scene?
Dude, it might as well have been.
Cockroach?
Fucking squashed it, and it, like, everywhere. And they're like, oh, my God, that was nasty. No one knew it was shit that just fell out of my pants.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
Unsung hero.
Yeah.
Who stomped on the cockroach.
So I get in and I ask this lady, I'm like, hey, is it okay if I take a bath? And she's like, yeah, sure. So she, like, made me a bath or whatever, and I'm, like, trying to hide my clothes, and, like, she ended up finding out.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But that was, like, ultimate embarrassment. To remember that, dude, I was probably, fuck, 3rd grade. Like, to remember that till today, that was a core fucking embarrassment.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
That's rough. Yeah, I remember some kid went to, like, church camp. I was, like, 10 or something. Some kid shit his pants. And, you know who it is because they do that I just shit myself walk?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
the penguin waddle.
Yeah, squeezing them.
But then he just kind of, like, vanished, right? And he came back normal. Like, oh, I guess maybe he didn't. And then we go to, like, the, like, communal shower area, and there's just abandoned underwear covered in shit in, like, the center of the floor. Just, like, no effort. Just, he's like, I don't know who did that. Like, the hell?
Somebody did that in boot camp. Somebody shit their pants in boot camp, and then they tore them up, tore up the underwear, like ripped them into pieces, and flushed them down the toilet so that no one could find out.
So they got their own shit all over their hands?
I don't know how they accomplished the tearing, but they flushed them, but they came back up because the pieces were too big, and it
was the first time they've done that, unfortunately. They didn't learn the process.
I might be fucking mixing up 2 stories, dude.
You better get it right.
I think someone had shit stains in their underwear in boot camp because we do laundry as a whole unit, like 50 people's laundry. And so they walk around and just start throwing it out, and you just keep passing it to the left if it's not stamped with your name.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the shit stains were that one. Ricky Walker.
Oh.
In football camp in high school, tried to flush his shit down the toilet, and the toilet rejected it back up, and his name was written on the underwear.
Oh no!
So when it came back,
Damn it, Mom!
someone found them and was like, "What the fuck?" And it was hilarious. That, yeah, I think those are
Just got your name on it. That's too perfect.
Yeah.
Oh man! Wow. Yikes. Yeah.
Don't get weird and say yeah. We just have to
No.
look in silence. How's the glasses?
It is helping because like God, these are like, it's not that bright in here, but the light is as bright as the sun. It is blinding.
Oh, this is like 60%.
What the fuck is 100? Crank it up. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what we got here.
I might just go blind. I was it's a bummer to shit yourself.
Yeah, it is.
And it sucks when you ever see someone, especially like they're old, they walk around, they got a shit stain. You're like, fuck.
This is 85%. That is a little. You ready for a hundy?
Yeah.
It made almost no difference.
Yeah.
Slightly different.
Now let's dim it first. Ooh.
That's moody. Oh shit. You'll have to look and see if like this is acceptable. This is 33%.
I hate to. That's nice. That's nice. It's acceptable.
Yeah, but is it showing up on the camera? Well, that's.
It doesn't matter. I don't want to keep talking about shit, but I just have to say that I was performing at a farmer's market. And, you know, I've done this so many times, and I'm just sitting there singing and just, like, not really thinking about what I'm doing too much, just kind of, like, looking around. And I noticed that I'm staring at this girl's ass. And I'm like, oh, shit. In my head, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to be a creep. Like, I didn't realize I was even doing it. And then in my head, I'm like, yeah, I wasn't looking at her ass. I was looking at all the asses. I look at the asses. Okay, I'm noticing the asses. I'll look at this guy's fucking ass right now. This guy's walking by, and he's just got a fucking shit splotch on his.
No way.
And he's like one of the vendors too. I'm like, fuck, dude. I wish I didn't look at the guy's ass. Jesus. Anyways, neither here nor there.
I think it was here and there.
Yeah, it was probably everywhere. My coworker specifically hated that guy for constantly destroying our bathroom every Sunday.
Why is he wearing an apron on the backside?
Yeah, Jesus. I wish he was. He just was like, you know, at this point, who cares?
That's weird.
You get old enough, you're like, fuck it. Who am I trying to impress? Yeah, I shit myself. Nah, I hope that's not a thing.